Oh yeah, because it's the score. That should work. Okay, okay, does it work? Okay, so it seems that they started another round. So because the scores are almost all zeros, so there should be one more column here. Yeah. There's usually a small delay for each round. And okay, I'll just do one more thing to see if my squads are actually moving. So another small stupid thing, but it should work. So if the number of squads is equal to 1, I'm sure that I'm not moving. If it's not equal to 1, I'm sure that I'm moving because some of the squad split it. So it seems that I'm not moving. Actually, okay. I'm absolutely great. So the problem was that I'm sending wrong message. There should be an additional parameter that tells how many squads should move, and it actually makes sense. Otherwise, you would always move the whole squad, and you would always have one squad because you are always moving your whole army. So the probability of getting me any points earlier was very, very small. And finally I have some points. Yeah, after one stupid thing. And there's a delay. Okay, so I have something very, very stupid working on. And I will make visualization stuff, so finally people will see what's happening. Okay. What's happening here? Sorry for the silence. Okay. Okay, so I'm gathering points. The way the scoring works here is that you cannot lose points in the round. You can stop gaining them, but no one can take them from you. Yeah, something works, that's for sure. Okay. The problem is currently that my squads just move randomly, and so they don't hold position, they don't fight, then they don't go for places which are important. And I don't know what's happening. So I'm deciding to write the visualizer. It will take a little while, and I will probably copy some old stuff. So C++ doesn't have any standard library for graphics. Well, there are some, but there is no built-in like Java has. I'm using very uncommon library. Here's the name. You can Google it. The library is actually pretty fun because it's contained in one huge header file that has over 2 megabytes. The best part about that library is that it's very lightweight and it's great for such contests. So I can create a window and draw rectangles, write stuff. So it's ideal for that kind of contest. And okay, I have to remember how I was supposed to do something like that. Okay, so I have to uncomment my game loop, viz loop, why it's called, okay, whatever. And again, I will just copy some old code because I don't remember. Okay, I'll just copy everything. Okay, so probably I should have something within 10 or 15 minutes. Okay, okay, I have some more pre-written code. There's not much to explain now except that I'm copying my old code and I'm searching where the hell it is. So there's one class that allows me to give inputs from keyboard, and I don't know if I'm going to use it, but I'm copying that code as well. Hopefully it should be it. And again, in the same way. Okay, how much score do I have? 200. Yeah, so I'm definitely one of the worst ones. It's clear that people know what to do, or at least they gather 5 points per round, and yeah, that's not good. Okay. Need an update, map updated, that shouldn't be needed. I'll just comment stuff that I have no idea if I'm going to use in the future. This is something actually pre-written, so yeah, you should see the difference between code that it was created before the contest and during the, okay, maybe the difference is not that big, whatever. First frame. I need a few minutes to remember how does it work. Let's Well, actually, it will look like a Dwarf Fortress graphic, exactly like that, like Adam or whatever very old roguelike. It will be very similar. But since I will use graphics, so I can draw a little bit more than just ASCII art. Well, not really art, but. But yeah, copying and pasting. I'm trying to understand. Oh, yeah, that was uncommented already. So you can hear the admins having fun and stuff. Okay, this creates the window. It's clear that what's MP Okay, this is the. So the size was square. The cell is the. Cell is the size in pixels of one. Well, cell, obviously. And here's the minimizing. Init create. Okay. I'll explain that later if I'm going to use it. Don't worry. Map. Okay, that's going to be the height of the picture. This is a loop where I process commands. I will just comment this out because I won't use commands so far. Map updated is something that I don't have to, or maybe that's hard to tell. Okay, comment out, and okay. So the information I have is where are the my squads, and where do I have where are the cottages. So how am I going? Horrible. So as you see, all of the zeros are pretty much the teams that don't have anything. So even though I was over 1 hour late, there are still teams that didn't get any points in this game somehow. Why it doesn't? Whatever. Okay. Okay. So again, commenting this out. Lots of stuff. Maybe. What's that? Turn. Okay, so this is the graphical stuff. Okay, just logging. Okay, so I have some pre-written code to actually log to the window that will show the graphics. So I won't have to use the command line. And first frame. Okay, that should move. No idea if it's going to work. First frame. Okay, let's just draw anything. So I'll see if this even works. Why does it know the sides? Oh, cell is okay. Makes sense. So this will draw the rectangle image. What? Okay. Don't mind this. This is just some reminders from the previous problem I solved. It computes the position of the cell. So if I want to draw something on the cell numbered 22, this will give me the pixel coordinates. And the reason why it's there's an horizontal offset is that the previous problem used hexagonal grid. Yeah, that's it. And okay, so cell is updated. That should work. Image is my like 5 whatever, and let's use magical blue. So this should put okay. New file game. What is new file? P game. Okay. Resize. What the hell is it? Okay, I know what this is. This is a fix to something that doesn't have to be fixed now. And add log doesn't work because I don't have a log yet. So later I will streamline the whole process. I won't have to run several commands just to update my AI, but yeah, it works. So, well, at least I know it can work. So this server has pretty big map, 124 by 150. This one is much smaller. It seems that X is smaller than Y usually. So I can, because I have smaller screen space vertically, I will use X as my vertical space. Okay. Okay, great. And just a small reminder, please try to talk in English because there are more people in chat, so try to be more inclusive. Okay, so what I will do now is forget about the logs. I will draw the positions of the cottages. I'm almost the last one. Yeah, 20, so what, 13. Yeah, it should be similar on both servers. Okay. So I can safely remove those. It's no longer needed. Okay. This part processes this thing processes in my custom input class. So I'm not using it yet, but this essentially allows me to use commands with the perform commands with the mouse or keyboard or whatever. It's very useful. So I can, for example, write a lot of manual control over my units, and essentially I can turn the AI contest into a playing game contest, which I usually did in those contests. Okay. So let's. First I have to draw the cottages. Let's keep it very simple. So I will just. Do I have brown declared there? There's no brown, and I don't remember how brown looked like. Okay, that wasn't expected. How is brown? I'm not supposed to use internet, so I'm not going to cheat. Let's check something like that. Maybe it's brown. Who knows? Like you see, I'm not a 2D graphician. Okay. No text. So my magical variables, and this should draw brown, supposedly brown, where every cottage is, and I should draw the squads. The problem is that the squad can be over cottage, So later I'll try to fix that. Probably I have blue. Okay. Let's kill that and run it again. So I can kill my AI in any moment. It doesn't really matter that much because everything is stateless. So I will, if I connect to the server again, I will resume playing. The only problem is that something stopped working. Trying to sign. Okay, I'll finish my sentence later. Oh, okay, no current round, so apparently there is just... Okay, so the cottages are not drawn. It's clear that my units are moving in the random fashion, kind of random, so they are flooding all over the places, but the cottages are not drawn. So let's fix that quickly. I think I can actually close it. Okay, sorry, I was checking the stream, the chat in the stream. Describe cottages. Yeah, that's not good, maybe. Well, it's clear that I have a parsing problem, so I'll just read the problem statement. Okay, that's fine. That also should be fine. I'll just dump this variable to the cd out and rerun. Okay. Pacman. Okay, still. So it seems. Okay, I think I get it. So there's actually fog of war and. Oh yeah. Okay, I read the statement incorrectly. So I get the number of cottages, but only the ones that I control. So it doesn't give me any additional information right now. Hey, I finally have roles files, well, PDF files for roles, so I'll add those to the Dropbox. Just give me 10 seconds. Okay, not that one. Okay, so I added PDF files with the exact rules for the contest to the Dropbox link that I posted in the panels at the bottom of the stream. Okay, so a little explanation, if someone missed. This is the very stupid visualization of my very stupid random AI. The blue dots are my units, and I'm so far not searching around. So what I will do now is I will use explore command, which shows me surroundings. Interestingly enough, each squad has a different sight range, and they don't describe how the sight range is calculated. Anyway, back to the parsing. So since I'm pretty sure that I will not have too many squads right now because everything is killed, I can issue as many explore commands as I can. I'll also, yeah, that's old one. So I'll restart. Yeah, I won't be showing its visualization for the second server and for the first server, but yeah, you can see wrapping around here. Okay, going back to the parsing. Okay. So let's iterate over all of the squads. And again, we are using our horrible library. Okay, yeah, again I have to use something like that. So this time around we only use the coordinates of the squads. Okay, so that's all, and then we have to parse what we are getting. The first line contains an integer r. Okay, so range. I'll output it because again I have no idea how range is computed. It may, they haven't stated in the problem statement, so there is a chance it depends on the type of cell, on the just on the generated map, or maybe on the size of the squad. I don't know. Yeah, I'll just put few of you as moderators. I have no idea how to do that, but let me check. Oh. Be right back. Znasz komendy, jakie czyni moderatorem? Jaka jest komenda? Właśnie kliknąłem i nie... A może źle? Może źle? No. Another cameo appearance going on. Okay. Oh, ignore, timeout, OP.
Teraz jest już OP.
Okay, też cię.
Czemu mnie dajesz jako OP? To jest niebezpieczne.
No, jest czy nie?
Okay. Co się stało? No dobra, sprawdź, co się stało. Może w czacie jest coś napisane.
Yeah. Man boobs? What? Ah, you mean about Milczek? Yeah. Okay, he's not a mod yet for some reason. Why? Yeah, Twitch is great. At least now it doesn't give any visual feedback. Awesome. Yeah, okay. Finally. So back to the explore command. Okay. So explore gives you the background, the cell types of the whole map. So we will store them globally. Again, more fabulous global stuff. Okay, let's call max size the maximum size of them. It should be something like that. Okay, somewhere I should detect that the new game happened. I'm just checking if it still works. It does, but we are doing worse and worse. So the one problem with such contests is that if you are starting doing something great, everyone already have a very stronger AI, and in case of the war games like this problem is, you are just getting crushed and you have no way of getting information, etc. That's kind of problematic. Okay, so it's supposed to work like that. I should parse Explorer will give me the surroundings up to the range cells. It essentially will give me the square centered around the squad. Square centered around the squad. Oh, the cells can be empty. Yeah, I never knew about that. That makes even more sense. Okay, let's use those as characters. I just have to compute the position correctly, so okay, so the X is actually the vertical position. It's the raw number, but I will just stick to that. Minus range. Well, it will be either that way. The reason I'm doing +1 is that for macro is non-inclusive. So well, I have to actually do it like that in order. The modulo part is so that I correctly do wrapping around part. I'm not sure why did I subtracted that. Okay, and plus y plus range. Okay. Yeah, so this will give me the cell types of the surroundings. The other part that Explorer does, I will actually copy the just so that I won't forget those. now I have to visualize everything. So what we'll do, obviously in the end I have to visualize the squads because they are the most important ones. Later I will have to figure out how to, well, make everything readable since the map is so huge. It's actually a problem, but we'll see later about that. Okay, so current if, okay, so MP variable means, well, will hold the type of cells for the map. So if it's 0, then we have no idea what it is, because map doesn't evolve throughout the play. If we used one explorer and we will get the type of the cells, we will know for sure that they will stay with those values forever throughout the whole round. Okay. Okay, so if it's cottage, okay, I'll just write it again very xy. Okay. If it's cottage, let's stick to the brown, which we never seen. If it's lemon, we should use yellow. Do I have yellow? I don't know. If it's stream, okay, that's kind of tough. It should be blue, but I already reserved blue. Okay, I use cottage as a green one. Lemon blue. Okay, let's use gray, and if it's empty, that's not what I will try to do. If it's string, we will use gray. So inaccessible, and for empty we use white. Not sure if that's a good idea. Okay, and the other part about, let's check if we have those. We have yellow. That's okay, and we actually can derive that yellow is something more like brown is something more like that. Okay, white. And I have to finish implementing Explore because it also returns all of the enemy squads, number of squads in that area. Okay, so I'll have another global variable. Honestly, pretty stupid name, okay. Enemy squads. This will be the size of the enemy squad on some tile, and this will be owner. And I'm just parsing it, so nothing really interesting. I'm just using the same variables that are used. In the problem statement, less chances for stupid error. And also, I should clear the okay, I already forgot the name of the variables. That's great. That's pretty stupid. Okay, let's keep it like that. So I'm clearing the knowledge about enemy squads each turn. So that's pretty important, because if the squad will move, it doesn't exist in previous cells. So in each turn I will just update the whole state, what is visible and what is not. Okay, so entities owner. I'm not sure if Explorer returns my units too, so we will see that. And okay, quick check. Yeah, I'm pretty much the last one, so I'm doing the most stupid strategy you could think of. Is Psyho gonna even try to do other problems? No. So I'm only doing one problem. I mean, if I would be doing all three of them, it would be horrible, because I would have to spend so much time just reading problems and doing some very stupid solutions. It would be kind of pointless. What? Okay, so it's clear that I messed something up again. Not sure why. Let's check the logs. Describe cottages. Era, okay. It's impossible, it's fine, wait. It's clear that only one squad moves, and only one issues Explorer. And green were supposed to be the cottages, so I'm definitely doing something wrong. Okay, I'm reading the cottages here. Stop doing that. Yeah, debugging. I have surprising amount of bugs today. I will blame it on having 3 hours of sleep. Okay. That looks correct. Not sure if there's Okay, so that code should be correct. I'll just restart it. Oh, yeah. I'll update the stream name. The address to the Dropbox is also at the bottom of the panel. Okay. Get all scores. Okay. Describe cottages. There's describe squads. I have 6 squads. Describe cottages, and for some strange reason, I don't issue explore commands, which makes sense. Okay, so that's the problem if you use very short variable names. That's why you usually should stay focused when you are doing at least that kind of task where very small difference can introduce a very stupid bug. So I guess I will perform very badly because I'm talking constantly. Okay, so you can finally that something happens on my visualization. I'll make it a bit bigger because I have 1080p in vertical. And I'm using only 700 pixels, so I'll make it 1000. It should be a little bit bigger. So one very stupid thing I'm doing right now is that my squads are standing still on empty cells, and staying still on empty cells doesn't make any sense. They don't have any function, so it's just enough to add a stupid if okay, so the point is that I want to be moving if the current cell is empty. So either the squad is quite big, or so I will move part of it, or the cell is already empty. And yeah, maybe it's way too big. I'll just 950. Okay, and I will update the second one too. So this small, very stupid change. Well, what happened? Okay. This small, stupid change should improve my solution by a lot. Yeah, I cannot code, apparently, today. Okay, so the yellow thing is the lemon tree that gives points. The green ones are the cottages. The problem is that I'm moving squads and I have no idea what they are standing on, and this is a bit problematic. Because there's a chance that there are some mistakes. Okay, I'll kill the second one and update with proper visualization. Okay, so I'll add one more trick. Hopefully I'll change it so that when AI is rerun, it will automatically align. Okay, we have 2 servers. First one, let's say 800, whatever. And let's check if it works. Okay, what is happening here? I guess we just... Okay, it's not... It doesn't work like it was supposed to work. So that is strange. Because the armies were supposed to move out of the starting positions. I don't know. Okay. Server yeah, that's no, it's correct. Okay. Oh, okay. Yeah, that makes more sense. I will add drawing of the enemy squads. So far, the big problem is that I'm not drawing the size of the squads, so I have no idea if this is a small squad or a big one. The point of the game is balancing between spreading out and taking a lot of cottages and lemon trees, and having one big army that can destroy everything. Okay. So, for example, that strange behavior that we can see, like nothing is being done, maybe because it may be, well, the reason may be that someone is killing us and we don't see it on the visualization. So I'll try to add that. And also I think I have a... No, that... Okay. So that's the problem. So I should... probably I'm trying to move more than the amount of knights I have over one, so okay. Now it should be fine. This will be just a stupid constant for my very stupid strategy I use now. And let's get back to the visualization. Okay, so I'll iterate over a whole map to see if there's enemy squad. If it's bigger than 0, then it means there are enemy units over there. And I will use the standard red color. What? Again, more problems. Okay. Okay. Yes, so apparently explore command also returns my units, that's why they are in red. I will quickly correct this. I have two ways of doing it. And there's additional command that will give me my ID. Where is it? It should be somewhere here. Should be get time or okay, so ID actually gives during the describe word I get the ID of my player, so let's okay, we are in the loop. I can probably remove all of that stuff. I'm using from okay. ESS is the size, ESO is the owner. So if the owner is the same as me, I'm using blue. Okay, self-explanatory. Again, restart. Score 0. Okay, I have to be doing something really wrong. And did it hang up or what? Okay, it seems that. Yeah, so finally you can see what's happening, which is great. My units should move randomly unless they will get killed or they will find important point, like cottage, the green square, where it gives me more reinforcement. Like you can see here that actually the units at the start were wandering randomly, and then after getting to the cottage they stopped there. Maybe this will happen here too. Yeah, so yeah, you see this unit stopped here. So I'm not sure why it died here. Also, what is the okay? So seems that the site range is variable. I'll just restart the second server. No idea what happened here, but at least you can see that finally I'm getting some normal or not. Well, suddenly I was killed everywhere. Okay, so there's another problem that I may be moving more whole unit instead of holding it. I mean, I can accidentally move the whole squad out of my cottage, so they will no longer defend it, which sucks. So I'm just moving one less. Yeah, and again I'm restarting here, but apparently there's no game going on right now, I believe. No current round, yeah, exactly. And okay. So after so much time, I should finally start getting some decent points, unless other teams have already some very good strategies. Which I doubt, honestly. What happened here? Oh, maybe, okay, so sometimes during those contests, let me see, connection happens, the server dies, and it seems that it died in my game. I'll just double check. Yeah, but honestly, although it's 3 hours in and I'm pretty much doing anything for maybe only 1 hour and a half, only now finally I can start working normally. So you can think of it like now the normal stream will happen, like it was supposed to happen. Okay, so they resumed the games. But something is seriously screwed. Okay, so apparently they can use horizontal maps too, which look very bad, but they can use it. I think I'm switching X and Y, so okay, yeah, I'm definitely switching X and Y, that's why it's horizontal. So I'll quickly, it's actually only the problem with drawing, I believe. And where's the... Okay, no idea. Okay, not what I expected. Okay, so apparently when... Wait, just give me a moment. Something looks really weird because I'm getting negative dimensions. Okay, so it seems like that's very strange. Okay, here it works fine. Okay, so it seems that they have a small bug, I believe, where for some strange reason they can return a negative. Well, I mean by they I mean people that created the problem. They can accidentally return negative coordinates for enemy squads. So I just quickly corrected it. Because the coordinates they return, they are not relative, they are absolute, so they should never be negative. Yeah, it works now. So yeah, like you see, I'm not the only one who has bugs. Okay, I still haven't figured out how the units are spawned. I only know that they depend on the number of cottages, but don't know where they spawn. Okay, so they just spawn in cottage. In each cottage, 5 knights will spawn. Seems I'm not drawing any enemies. Okay. Come on, get here. Oh well. So something works here. I'm not able to... Okay, so... Seems the map is pretty random. Like, really random. Probably when I get the bigger... I will have better AI, I will see bigger part of the map. But so far, it seems that there's just some probability that the cell will contain cottage or stream or cottage or lemon tree. So it doesn't seem that there is some grand, I don't know, strategy or whatever you want to call it. Let me think. I don't get why my... Oh, okay, so there's another rule that if you have any cottage and your squads are wandering around, they are losing soldiers. The more cottages you have, the quicker your soldiers are dying. So it's here just to balance things out. Okay, I should make a to-do list. Also, my chat froze. Sorry for that. Yeah, and I have some issues with the stream sometimes. Okay. Okay, so first of all, let's switch the coordinates. That's one thing. I need to figure out a way to draw the squads without drawing over the type of tiles they are on. So I'll make yellow a little bit more yellow, not gold. Okay, so not sure if that's going to work. But I'll just draw a circle. So it's nothing really interesting right now. I'm just... This is the reason why I have leftovers from my old code. I don't have to remember how you were supposed to call draw circle. I just copy it over. Okay, oh yeah, it was already. Not sure which one is the fill color, but again we will experiment things out. Okay, I'll kill this one. Let's compile it first. Oh, and I should finally set up my to-do list. That should be done quite a while ago. Okay, let's do it like this. Let's look at text split. I don't need those. What's in it here? Standings. Yeah, finally I got 6th place in one of the rounds. And currently I'm not doing very good. Still better than before, somehow. Okay, so I'm not gaining any points in the... Wait, what? Okay, so yeah, I have another bug right now. It's getting boring. Okay, I'll add logging probably because and check if my circle drawing. Okay, I can barely see anything there. Not sure what's happening here. Okay, yeah, I forgot to remove that. Okay, so blue circle is my squad and red circle is the enemy squad. So you can, I'm not sure if it's clearly visible on the stream. It looks like it is visible, at least on the maximum quality, but that's what it is. Unfortunately, XSpeed limits me to 720 vertical resolution, so that, and in those kind of problems, every pixel matters. So I can do much better than what it is now, unfortunately. Okay. I could do a little bit of wrapping around so that the map wouldn't be split into 4 different corners. Okay, so I have real problems finding what's happening here. The problem is that my units don't go to the yellow stuff, so I'm not gathering any points. They just spawn and wander around randomly, and if they stumble... okay, so let's add the classic BFS just to be able to get to specific points on the map. Just checking. Just a small pause. clearing all of the messages so I will know what's happening. Okay. Okay, so I know what I have to do now. It will be another small change that hopefully will increase my pathetic points a little bit. Yeah, that's what you get when you are starting behind. Any announcements? Back in Explorer. Oh yeah. So that's what I said. They actually found the bug that I was talking about. That they had negative, and they did it a while ago, I guess, and I didn't notice. No. Okay. Also, let's see at the global standings. It doesn't really matter for me because I can compete only on the Vitalina problem. So yeah, those are my favorites actually, and they are placed second, so they are doing pretty fine. Well, okay. I shouldn't waste too much time since I already wasted way too much. Okay, I should. Okay, I'll fix it in a very primitive way for now. Okay. Hi, I noticed your question. I have no idea how to pronounce your nickname. Goju? Goyu? I don't know, sorry if I'm butchering it too much. I'll explain it in a moment. Okay, can I add wrapping around here? Please. Yes. I'll just put it here and hopefully nothing will overlap this. Yeah. Okay. Okay, so first of all, I'm doing the BFS. I'll just write a very simple breath first search. The goal is that I will randomly choose a target and I will move towards it. So each squad that moves out of cottage will have a target set and it will try move to the target in each move. Actually, I can, for now, I don't have to do a BFS. I will just move randomly to closer to the goal. The problem is that I have to use states now. So each squad needs a state now, so I cannot change the target every new round because it will move randomly like it's moving now. So it's a pretty bad idea. Like you see currently here, the problem is that my units just move randomly. They could go to the lemon trees or they could try to get to this cottage, but instead they are just moving randomly around, and that's pretty bad. Okay, the reason I use Notepad++ and not any full-blown IDE is that it doesn't give any advantage in such simple contests. All of the logic is in one file only. I don't need a good debugger. So I have pretty much nothing to gain. And there are some few advantages of having it lightweight. First of all, it was easier for me to set up on a different computer. I don't need a license. I don't need any other stuff. It's a very small program to download. The other parts are that, well, it has essentially everything I need. Normally, when I'm writing something, well, like I don't have to use too much of the standard library. When I'm using C# or Java, I have to use IDE. It's impossible for me to program in C# without having Visual Studio. But when I'm doing simple, well, not very simple, but not very complex programs, I usually do it with Notepad++, which is pretty decent. I guess other people, other popular editors are Vim, Sublime, etc. So it's similar to those. It's only on Windows, so probably that's why it's not very popular. Okay. Okay, going back to the, yeah, I have to think a little bit. Okay, so what you see now is that I have a small bug that I don't detect when new round happens. So that's another thing I have to correct. Okay, I don't need this view. Yep. Okay, I should implement it ASAP. It would be great if it had always on top button, but it doesn't. Yeah, I'm thinking now, so I can't really tell. Okay, so I'll explain what the problem is. Squads don't have any IDs. If I accidentally move two squads into the same cell, I will merge them. So following just every cell is not going to work. Also, I always try to do stateless AI, which means that when I kill my program and I will restart it, it will behave in the same way. It doesn't have to save any information. It allows for very, very flexible programming, and that's one of the goals you should strive for in such contests. Thanks to that, you can quickly change anything in your program. So yeah, that's problematic. So I'll just fix the first bug first. with detecting the new game. It should be somewhere here. Like, yeah, so this thing, wait. I just need to see how did I manage to do that last time. This thing resizes the visualization, and I also need to clear the map. So doing that is an easy task, but the hard task is detecting when it should happen, and it's again digging through the communication, and since it happens very rarely, I cannot test it very quickly, so I just have to make sure that I know what will happen. So here how did I detect? Turns left and last. Okay, that makes sense. Okay, where is it? So get time returns the current round, the total number of rounds, and wait, what? The round number, the current turn, and total number of turns. So if the new turn number is going to be smaller than the previous one, it's clear that the new game started. Even if I'm going to miss 1 or 2 turns, it doesn't matter. So current turn is based on this one. Okay, this is probably a loop for starting new round. So if current turn is smaller than previous turn, new game should happen, which also should clear game state. Okay, I should clear the map, and that's probably it. And so far that's enough. Oh yeah, okay, I already had it. That's even better. I'm using here last round, new game, and I just need to add this, and it should work. Okay, yeah, because I'm no longer using that again. My slowest contest ever. No, I have to move this a little bit. Probably like 20 pixels. This can be, well, okay. So hopefully when the new round starts now, the window will resize and the map will be cleared. Yeah, that's the problem. Okay. Okay, so I will make few adjustments. First of all, there's a formula how many how many knights are dying in each turn. So because this number depends on the number of cottages you have, it means that the more cottages you have, the bigger squads you should use. Where's the formula? Okay, so the formula, the number of knights that die is proportional to the square root of the number of cottages you have. It's actually okay. Something like that. Okay, I'll save it to the drivers. No, not drivers. Okay, maybe some people will say this. All right. So max squad will depend on the root of I still don't know if the number of the squad changes the range. Oh my god, I'm not. It should work. I'll figure it out later. It's going very slowly, like extremely slowly. What? Okay, lots of spamming, I guess. Okay. So now I should use bigger squads, hopefully. When I have way too many cottages, like now. And okay. So this is the Explorer. I don't think I will ever get to the even 50 squads, so I don't have to worry about the number of commands. X is okay. Yeah, I always confusing that. So I'll just add non-random movement finally. Okay, so yeah, so the idea is what I'm going to do is that I will, it's hard to explain, so I will perform a while loop, and in each iteration I will just find one of the squads that I want to move, and I will choose a target for them. So it sounds very simple, and it can actually work. It can do pretty interesting things. So essentially, I will create a function that for each squad I will be able to what's the fitness value of moving to some specific place, and in each iteration I will choose most probably one squad that is closest to some target that it's not already chosen. That's pretty much it. Once it works, and it should be working in 10 to 15 minutes, it will be very clear what's happening, and I will probably add some additional visualization so that it's clear what's happening. I'll just quickly check the scores, which should be still very bad for me. Yep. I guess people are really confused. Okay. So another global variable, which essentially I will use it to tell if the interesting target was already chosen. Okay. So that's one thing. The another one is, okay, I will use longer. Used, and if I already used the squad. So 0 is my macro to zero the whole array. It's essentially a wrapper over memset, but it's fewer keystrokes. So that's it. And I forgot. Yeah, too much talking. Okay. Okay. So here I have to make sure that I haven't used the squad already, so it's not used. Okay, yeah, automatic. Okay. So it will work something like BV means best value, AV means actual value. So it will store the best possible movement currently I computed, so that I won't have to recompute it again. So this goes here. Also, I can check if it looks like nothing is happening here. Oh no, something is happening. It just looks like okay. Apparently, new turn started here, and my squads are moving super stupidly. So that's it. Okay. Okay, I will create a very simple helping function that will compute the distance between two positions. So it's either the problem is that there's potential wrapping around, so I will just no, yeah, I'm sorry, I'm not very okay. Yeah, I'm writing a lot of stupid things today. So that's a very easy trick to do if you want to compute the distance between 2 points in one dimension when you assume there's potential wrapping around. It's nice because it's not fast, but in this way it's very hard to make a bug, and it doesn't have to be computed quickly. And again, copy pasting, and that's it. About the scoreboard, unfortunately, well, if you are watching my my stream, I will be sometimes showing it. If you request, I will show the global scoreboard, because normally I'm showing only my problem, and I'm currently doing very bad, as you can see. Too much talking, very little doing. Okay, so we have the distance now. Iterating over, well, okay, I'll just iterate over all of the points, but it's normally not the best idea. It will take a long time to do. Okay. So if it's not a target, and so this means that we haven't chosen it already. This means that we don't control it currently. Otherwise, there's no point going there. Okay. So our current fitness function is just some big constant minus distance. So okay, well, let's do it like this. So if the one of the choices I'm currently thinking about is better than the best one I found, that means that I'm updating it. So I will save the position of the squad. And the target. Oh, and of course it has to be either cottage or the lemon tree. So MP is cottage or yellow tree. Okay. Otherwise, there's no point in going there. Okay. So now, okay, don't. So if we haven't found any interesting move, we just break out of the loop. And if we found one, we have to calculate the best direction to move. So later I will change it to BFS, but now I'm just going in direction that will minimize the distance. So and we have to handle wrapping around, which sucks. I probably could make a helper function to do that automatically. It's always a problem. So you never know how many times you are going to use it. If you knew that you would be spending 2 weeks on that problem, you would write the smarter way right away. But now I have no idea how many times I'm going to write it. Okay, so we have new coordinates of the move. So we have to again choose the best move. Again, let's use the PV stuff. Because why not? But finally I have a longer period of coding, and so suddenly our command will move our squads in a smarter way. Oh no, okay. I need a squad number as well. Or squad size. Hi Aldido. You are not supposed to help me, you know? To be honest, I don't see it. Oh, okay, I see it. Yeah, so thank you. And normally those are the bugs it would take forever to find, so yeah. That's why when usually you write that kind of code, you want to focus a little bit more, unlike what I'm doing now. Okay. What? how can you improve C++? So, well, it depends on 1,000 different variables. If you're just starting out and you know how to code, probably you wouldn't ask that question in the first place. When you are just starting out with the programming, I always recommend doing the simple algorithm stuff, and I guess someone from the chat can go further. I mean, doing the simple top coder or code forces round. Okay, let's check if what. Okay, so yeah, I have an infinite loop. That's great, and I know what now. I know why, so that's pretty great too. Okay, so I need a, where is it? Squad number. Oh no, I don't need. I have to update the target, which is target X and target Y, and which is squad X and squad Y. Okay, and hopefully I will have something that works. That's how I feel. Okay. Where's the visualization? Hello? Okay, maybe something is wrong. Command limit reached. Okay, okay, that's not good. And so now I know that it can happen. So I'll have to add those later. Invalids and okay. Okay. I have another stupid bug. I know which one. I'm supposed to send the character of the move. Yeah. So to the buggy. Oh. Okay, does it work? Let's check the logs. It's impossible to move onto this field, that's fine. That's actually the only error I'm expecting to see, so that's fine. And again, there's some problem here. Okay. Or did they just start a new game? No current round. Okay, so the gaps between the rounds are actually pretty big. Okay. I wonder why they don't move like at all. Okay, so again, check the logs. So as you see, I'm actually using logs a lot to just be able to tell if there's any error. Okay, so describe squads isn't what interests me, and okay, so it doesn't work like I thought it will work, and that's the problem. I thought that each cottage will give 5 nights. Okay, so maybe the thing is that you get 5 nights for everything. I don't know. No, it says the 5 new recruits joins every squad stationing in a cottage. And from my logs, it's clear that it's not the way it happens. And I'm trying to understand why. Like, here is the number, so this describes all of the squads I have. X coordinate, Y coordinate, and the squad size. So some of them are being reduced in size, and the reason is that they are stationed away from the cottage. But others, I thought that they will receive 5 guys. And I really don't understand it, honestly. I will check the forums questions. No. Okay, I will just read the problem statement. So actually that happens a lot. It's never that you read the problem statement only once, but you read it over and over again, and with each new reading, the knowledge you have over the problem increases. So it's something that's expected.